Well, the educational value of the dissertation is twofold, I think. On the one hand, it's a growth opportunity for the student to actually expand their own ideas and their own perspectives. But they shouldn't do that in the abstract, that the student also needs to apply the skills and the learning that they've had through their degree. So a dissertation does need to demonstrate some particular academic skills, some particular academic knowledge along the way as a kind of background. But there's a real element that it's an opportunity, a space for the student to go into depth on a particular thing that interests them.
So I encourage students to choose a topic that is of interest to them, but would be of interest to the employer as well. So if they're interested in young people, then choose a topic that maybe looks at an organization that they may want to volunteer with, that they may want to work with.
They can use the dissertation as a way, a vehicle if you like, to think through the social policy aspects of that particular job, professional requirements within that role. So I think as a tool, as a vehicle to be thinking about life after university, that dissertation can be very, very important. And I think actually it's also important from the employer's perspective. It's a useful piece of evidence to put in front of an employer and say, look, this is what I can do, this is my area of interest, and it's a useful way to bridge some gaps into employment.
Certainly many of my students have used their dissertation as part of the advertising that they've used when they've gone for jobs. In fact, many of them have taken copies of their dissertation to job interviews. Many have actually sent copies of their dissertation to prospective employers to show that they are not only up to speed in particular areas, but also that their written skills and their presentation skills are of the highest order. So it's actually very important for students to be able to do dissertations as part of the ongoing process, which actually lead them into the world of work.
I think also, as many of our graduates will go into continuing professional development, their career, their education doesn't stop with a degree, that the dissertation again can act as that bridge into postgraduate education.